We have one speaker, Christopher Yanov. Did I say that right? Come on up. Oh, you want to be part of a presentation with Lynn Sharp Underwood. Okay. Lynn is staff, and if you want to, do you want to speak, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on up.
He's a commissioner.
Oh, one of the commissioners. I'm sorry. Welcome. And will you say your last name for me, because I think I didn't say it right?
Sure. My name is Christopher Yanov.
Yeah. Thank you. Go ahead. You have 3 minutes.
Thanks, Tom. Good afternoon. I believe I was appointed to the Gang Commission just as much for my failure in building an effective prevention program while I worked with gang members from 1996 to 2001, as much as for my success in building reality changers, which now gives out more scholarship awards to college-bound students than any other single organization in San Diego County. With that, I also brought Brian Barraza, one of our students who had a 0.5 GPA, lives on 32nd and Ocean View, and is bused to Mira Mesa, and he's raised his grades to 3.67 since joining the program. Part of my comments come from a newspaper article that I keep with me since it was published a month ago that says the top story from April 9th says, lawmakers confront gang violence. Measures range from preventive to punitive. And I'd like to say that if our range is from preventive to punitive, we're going to miss the boat, because prevention programs just don't work. If all they do is prevent and prevent, they don't actually accomplish an actual goal. They'll stop something from happening, but they won't actually be able to accomplish something positive. And for an example, what most often happens is that these prevention programs just give free advertisement to the negative behaviors that they're trying to take away from society. And that reaches a lot more students to normalize the behavior that is perceived as wrong, instead of, and that's a wider net that we need to reduce to just the people who are already actively involved in that behavior. The punitive programs may be well deserved. If a teenage gang member kills somebody, perhaps they deserve 25 years, 50 years, 100 years in jail. However, it's just too expensive. 50 years, a prison sentence for 50 years could pay for 566 years of tuition at San Diego State University, or 5,625 years at San Diego or City College. And so prevention programs may be well-intentioned, but they don't work. Punitive programs may be well-deserved, but they're too expensive. So what do we do instead? What I hope is that when we bring our recommendations to you from the Commission, that our programs that we recommend to you are based on transformation, transform the values of the students who are out there in the gang neighborhoods, to not advertise the gang members as if they're the only game in town, but to say, like Brian, who's already gone to UCSD, has college credit at age 15 because he has actual access to real decisions. Look, it's just not right that most inner-city teenagers today know more people who have been shot or killed in the street than people who are on the road to college. And so with this Gang Commission, as we present to you programs and recommendations that are based on transforming the values of the teenagers in our communities, then what we'll be able to do is, in fact, transform and indeed change the reality of those students that we're trying to reach. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your service to the Commission, and thank you for being here today.